The Battle of Ghazni, a turning point in the First Anglo-Afghan War. The Battle of Ghazni, fought on July 23, 1839, was a crucial moment in the First Anglo-Afghan War. This war was initiated by the British in an attempt to secure Afghanistan as a buffer state against Russian influence. Their strategy involved overthrowing the ruling emir, Dost Muhammad, and installing Shuja Shah Durrani, a former Afghan king more favorable to British interests. Ghazni, a strategically significant fortress city, became a key target in their campaign. The British forces, numbering over 20,000, marched toward Ghazni under the command of Sir John Keane. The city, defended by 3,500 Afghan soldiers, was known for its strong fortifications, and the British anticipated a prolonged siege. However, upon arrival they discovered a critical weakness. The fortress gates were not reinforced, making them vulnerable to a direct assault. This discovery prompted a swift change in strategy. Rather than enduring a lengthy siege, the British decided to breach the gates with explosives and launch an immediate attack. The assault happened. At dawn on July 23, 1839, British engineers placed charges against the city's gates, and moments later, a deafening explosion tore through the defenses. The British troops stormed inside, catching the Afghan forces off guard. The battle was intense, with fierce resistance from the defenders, but the British overwhelming numbers and superior firepower quickly turned the tide. Within hours, Ghazni had fallen. The victory came at a cost. 200 British soldiers were killed or wounded, while the Afghan losses were far greater. 500 Afghan warriors perished in the fierce combat, and 1,600 others were captured. Despite their valiant efforts, the defenders of Ghazni were unable to hold back the British offensive. The fall of Ghazni paved the way for the British to advance toward Kabul, where they successfully installed Shuja Shah Durrani as ruler. However, their presence in Afghanistan soon became a source of intense resentment among the local population. Afghan tribes viewed the British intervention as foreign interference, leading to growing unrest and rebellion. This discontent would later culminate in disaster for the British. In 1842, a massive Afghan uprising forced the British to retreat from Kabul. During their withdrawal through the treacherous mountain passes, nearly 16,500 soldiers and civilians were ambushed and slaughtered, marking one of the most devastating defeats in British military history. The Battle of Ghazni was a decisive military victory, but in the grand scheme of the war it proved to be only a temporary success. The British miscalculated Afghan resistance, underestimating their determination to fight for independence. While Ghazni's capture was swift and strategic, the broader war revealed the limits of colonial ambition and the dangers of intervening in Afghan affairs. The battle, though victorious, foreshadowed the ultimate failure of British intervention in Afghanistan, reminding future empires that control of this rugged land was never easily won.